What's up guys, Schmitty here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking more about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, because we now have our best, not necessarily official, but our best information yet as to when this game is coming out, and it's actually very credible. So to give a little backstory, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is something that's been talked about for the longest time, and it really got a lot of heat and a lot of talk around March and April of this year. And we heard from a lot of rumors, some inside sources, and actually some information in like data files at certain stores, and people even talked to like certain representatives from like Walmart and Target and GameStop that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was going to be coming in April. Obviously, as we all know now, that didn't happen, and what we've heard about that since is that in April, it was postponed, and the reason to that was due to the Parkland shooting in Florida. They didn't want to put it out because, as we all know, in Modern Warfare 2, there's that infamous No Russian mission in which Makarov goes in, and you go in with them, and you shoot up this Russian airport. That obviously wouldn't look good coming out around that time. So it's been postponed, but we didn't really know when this game was planned to come out. Of course, Modern Warfare 4 is supposed to come out next year, so maybe coming alongside that or sometime during in between Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 4 would make a lot of sense. But now we've got details as to when this game is going to be coming out, at least what the plan is right now, barring any other crazy event happening to where they're going to have to postpone it again. So yesterday, Marcus Sellers, which is a name that should sound very familiar to a lot of Call of Duty fans, he was the person who originally leaked the first like big Black Ops 4 information, at least the first information that went viral, when he said that the game was going to be Black Ops 4. He's also leaked a lot of other crazy information, some stuff with Fortnite, though not very direct, but he's a big Nintendo insider, so a lot of the information that he does leak out is Nintendo stuff, but he does have some ties with Call of Duty. Yesterday, he did a little Twitter Q&A in which people asked him a bunch of questions, and when somebody that's known for leaking gaming information gets asked questions, it's pretty easy to see that he's going to get some questions, especially about Call of Duty, because Call of Duty fans just pick and any kind of information they can get, especially right now when Activision and Treyarch aren't saying a word about anything with Call of Duty. People are looking for any kind of Call of Duty news that they can get. And one of the big questions that keeps getting asked all the time is about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. So the Gaming Panda tweets at Marcus Sellers yesterday saying, "What happened to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered?" In which the tweet was quoted not by Marcus Sellers, but another big-time Black Ops 4 leaker that a lot of people will know as well, Matthew Harris. He was the guy who correctly predicted all the stuff that was going to be happening this year with Black Ops 4, what the gameplay was going to look like, what the game modes were going to be, the fact that there was going to be no campaign. He leaked all that stuff, and it was stuff nobody wanted to believe, but he got it 100% correct. So Matt Harris quotes this tweet and says, "This year. The release window is currently post-BO4 to pre-Christmas." Marcus Sellers then replies to that tweet and says, "Correctamundo, Matt." So those are two big-time leaking insiders that are both agreeing and saying that this Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be coming out after the release of Black Ops 4, which is October 12th, and then before Christmas. So that's roughly a 2.5-month window in which the game can come out. We don't have an official release date yet. That's probably still something that's being worked on. I would guess maybe we could see this come out around sometime when a normal Call of Duty would release, maybe the first week or second week in November. I can't see it going all the way into December just purely because of the fact of Black Friday. That could create some big time sales. I mean, not that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to need some help with sales, but it's going to be more of an incentive, especially if they give just a small discount price. People are going to jump on that. It's a big shopping time, so it just makes sense that they would get it out right before then. Now, why would they be taking Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and putting it so close to Black Ops 4 this year? Well, it actually fits perfectly because if you guys remember, Black Ops 4 doesn't have a campaign, and the leaks from way back in March and April are still true about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. There will be no multiplayer. It will be a purely campaign remaster only. Marcus Sellers tweeted about this still. And so while it's cool that we do have a pretty official release time window, at least for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, it's unfortunate to see that it's not going to be the full game and it's just simply going to be the campaign. However, I guess it's going to fill that no campaign void of Black Ops 4. A lot of people thought the whole big thing about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was just getting pushed off so that they could work on the multiplayer and remaster that, because a lot of people were upset about no multiplayer. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, unfortunately. Now, while I would love to see Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer remastered and brought back at some point, I'm glad that if they're going to release this game like right after Black Ops 4, that it's not going to be a title that competes. I don't want a repeat of Infinite Warfare / Modern Warfare Remastered, even though I didn't really play either of those games at the time they released. It still just was a horrible situation for the community, and I don't want to see a repeat of that. I'm glad that it's at least going to fill a no campaign void, and that we're going to get some kind of a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I know people are going to be upset that there's not going to be a multiplayer. I don't know, it's it's a tough one. You know, like I said, on one side I don't want it to compete, but on the other side it's just like, why bring the game back if it's not going to be brought in its entirety? And I want to throw one last thing in here about this. This isn't regarding Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, but it is regarding the Modern Warfare series. I don't really want to make a separate video about this because I've already talked about it multiple times before. This is just more further confirmation. During this Q&A, Marcus Sellers also tweeted about Modern Warfare 4. I guess it wasn't directly in regards to the Q&A, but it was just a separate tweet. He tweeted out, "Don't know if this is common knowledge or not, but next year's COD will be Modern Warfare 4 from Infinity Ward. MW4 will have a single player unlike this year's Black Ops 4, and will also include zombies and multiplayer. A Battle Royale mode is not currently in development, so it sounds like we're going to be getting the standard 3 modes that we know from Call of Duty next year. The single player will be back. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the Modern Warfare series, seeing as, you know, spoiler alert, but it's 7 years ago at this point that Soap died in Modern Warfare 3. I don't know if they'll take on another story because, I mean, there was a lot of just crazy, hard-hitting deaths in Modern Warfare 3 and some big characters were eliminated. I mean, Makarov died. It's just that there's all this kind of emptiness surrounding this. Now they could easily just pick that up and carry on with it. Maybe they'll do another story. Maybe they'll bring back some characters from the dead. I know a lot of people want to see Ghost come back. Who knows? And it sounds like this Battle Royale is just going to be something that Treyarch is doing, and they're going to leave it at that and just kind of work on that over the years. So we're not going to continuously get a new Battle Royale every single year. They're probably just going to put it in with Black Ops 4 and build on it throughout the years. It'll be something that people, if they enjoy, will go back to even when the following Call of Duties come out, which I think is the right way to do it. I know I've been talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. It seems like I've done it a bunch, but in reality, I probably haven't done it that many times. But I knew this tweet was going to fly under the radar. Not a lot of people saw it. It's a reply tweet, so it's not even something that's going to pop up in his main feed. But Matt Harris and Marcus Sellers back at it with the big time leaks. Hopefully we'll get some Black Ops 4 stuff here soon so we can start talking about this year's Call of Duty instead of when are we going to get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. That's not even going to be the full game. Hopefully some big stuff comes soon. But anyway, I figured a lot of people would be interested about this. It's something that a lot of people ask about. And like I said, this wasn't a big time tweet. It was something that would kind of went in the dark. You kind of had to look for it. But it's pretty interesting stuff. So let me know down below what you guys think about this. It looks like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be coming out this year. Like, this isn't made up stuff. You can go check their Twitters. I showed you guys the tweets on screen anyway. It's not an exact date, but it's a window sometime between October 12th and December 25th. There is a planned Modern Warfare 2 Remastered release. It's going to be campaign only, which sucks, but I know there's a lot of people out there that do love the MW2 story, so maybe it'll still do alright. The only thing I'm hoping is that it's not a full or even a half price. This better be something that's like 20, 25 bucks. Like, just imagine if they were to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign only for full price, or anything over like $30, I think would just be too much. I mean, Modern Warfare Remastered came alongside originally with Infinite Warfare, and you had to pay just another $20 to get the game. So you would think at that point the price point of that game was 20 bucks. But then they released it standalone like 7 months later for 40 bucks. It's still going for like 20 or 30 bucks as is, but that's the full game. Like, that's the campaign and the multiplayer. With all the extra DLC, the new cosmetic and new weapons that are added to the multiplayer, that's with all this added stuff. Is there really any way that they could release this thing for more than 20 bucks? I'm calling it right now. It's going to be $30, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's like a 6-hour story, and it's just reskinned. I don't know. Let me know down below. Would you guys buy that? I mean, would it depend on the price, or are you just like, no, I don't want it if there's no multiplayer? I would love to see if they would do something to where, like, I guess this would only be for Xbox players, but it'd be cool nonetheless if they would give, like, a free token to MW2 backwards compatible. If they, like, put that out there at the same time, so then you'd get the remastered version of the multiplayer, and it still wouldn't affect Black Ops 4 by being a new selling multiplayer game, even though it would be a remaster. And then people could go still experience the multiplayer in its original state. You wouldn't have to work on it. You wouldn't have to add supply drops or anything that would piss people off. And people would just get complete access to that. They wouldn't even have to buy the game from the Xbox store if they lost like their 360 copy. I think that would be awesome, but then again, that doesn't help PlayStation 4. PlayStation just doesn't have... Like, come on, PlayStation, what are you doing? I don't know. I think that would... I think that could still be something that they could do. I highly doubt they'll ever do it because Activision and Free just don't go along. But nonetheless, after MW2 Remastered comes out, if you're just going to do the story, you have to put out the multiplayer at some point. Just make it backwards compatible. Hopefully we'll see it by next summer or something for everybody. Because I know not as much me personally, but I know a lot of people want to see it. And also, Modern Warfare 4, what do you guys think they're going to do with the single player things that it's coming back? What are they going to do with the characters? Let me know all that down below in the comments. And we hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smack the Schmidt add a like button down below. If you guys are new to the channel, looking forward to more video game content, you guys are in the right place. Hit that subscribe button down below as well, and turn those notifications on so you guys know when those videos go live. Hopefully you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.